Hi there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy. And there we go. This video, this one's upside down. This video is for those people that purchased pre-made cards for my March class. Now, we're having a class this Saturday, but for those of you that couldn't make it and wanted pre-made cards, this is the video for you, and I'll tell you why as I go along. So let me show you the cards first. It's all about the vellum. So in this card, we're going to stamp on the vellum. In this card, we're using the vellum as a layer. And in this card, we're using the vellum as an embellishment. And then because my February class was moved to March and my March class was supposed to be Valentine's, I'm doing an extra card this month. I guess you'd call it a bonus card that looks like this. And when you open it up, it has that pop-up Easter basket in it. So you'll get that card in your with your cards too. And if you've seen this designer series paper, you have to pick a different scene. So your card might look a little different than what you see here, but you'll get that fourth card, kind of like a bonus card, in the mail too. But now, why am I doing a video? Is because you're also going to get a little packet that looks like this. This was a little gift for me that was on their workstation, or will be on their workstation Saturday when they come to class. I couldn't mail a 3D project, so you're going to have to put this together yourself, and I'm going to show you how right now, except I forgot my score. Just hang on. Sorry. Well, I thought I was prepared, but I guess I am not. I'm just grabbing my paper trimmer because I wanted to show you exactly how I made it. Now, your kit will come all scored, but in that little white piece, this is thick white cardstock because we want a sturdy, we're making a little basket. And this is 3 3/4 by 3.5. And so, like I said, yours is already scored, but let me show you how I scored this piece. So I'm going to put the 3 3/4 up here at the top. 3 3/4, I have it the right way. And I'm going to score this at 1 inch on both sides. Just like that. I'm going to score it, and then I'm going to turn it around and put it at 1 inch and score it again. Okay, then on the 3.5 inch side, let's make sure I'm right. Yep, 3.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1 1/4 on both sides. So 1 1/4, and then turn it around and 1 1/4. And like I said, yours is already scored, but now if you want to make more baskets, you can make more baskets, because this turns out to fit. Well, I'll tell you about that later too. So now we're going to fold on those score lines. And then I want to show you, and hopefully you can see it. You have 2 big panels here, and then you have the 3 little panels here. So this is going to be the sides, and we want to cut those score lines off on these 2 that have, this is the sides on the bottom and the top. We're going to just take and cut away that score line. So when you do that, it kind of, and oh, I should have told you before, don't make your box with me, make your box after me, or watch the video twice, because if you don't like the way my sides look on my box, then don't do it this way. But when you cut away those little score lines, there we go, this side too, it's going to kind of angle those tabs that we want cut. And this might make the bottom of your box, or excuse me, the sides of your box not look as pretty as you like. And I'm sure all of you have done boxes before, so maybe you don't want to do it this way. But I think this was what worked best for me. Now here's a trick. After you cut those away, if you fold up your pieces and they cross this score line, then you know that the bottom of your box is going to be wonky. That's a stamping term. So see what I'm talking about? Your score, how my score line shows. I can see my score line on this side because I've cut away the score lines on these tabs. But on this one, look, no, this one, it kind of covers up that score line a little bit. So I'm going to even cut that just a hair more. I must not have got all the score line, but now I have a piece that looks like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this together. Now I want the inside of my basket to be nice and smooth. So I'm going to tuck that tab, this shorter tab that's in the middle, I'm going to tab it or tuck it onto the inside. That way you have a smooth side here and you have a smooth side in here. So I'm going to kind of hold my box with one tab already down. And then I'm going to just take my liquid glue here and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this tab here and this one here. And I hope I did that right, but I did, because then you're going to fold this up and this over and then kind of pinch it together so you get that nice corner on your box. And again, now it's smooth on the side and smooth on the inside, so you don't have any, and most of this you won't see anyway. So now my tab covered over this, so I have that like edge here. This is the nice fold side. This is going to be the back. This is going to be the front. So I want to do the same thing. I want this tab to go last, this one to go first. So I'm going to take and put some glue on this tab here and a little bit of glue on this tab here, and then fold this up, pinch this over. Now my back, right, both has those, like the tab where it's folded over, really the front, this is the front, this is the back that has those nice folds from where we folded the cardstock and didn't put a tab over there. I hope that makes sense. But now the inside of my box is nice and smooth, the outside is nice and smooth, and we're going to set that aside and let it dry. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the basket, and now I've cut this, and I had it, here it is right here. I've cut these pieces from, I've got to put them away here, the Easter basket dies. This is the stamp set, and I don't have the dies to show it, but they're all in there, trust me. So if you want to make more baskets, that's what I used. I'm going to take, and I used, oh, and I'm not going to know what this is, the pearlized paper, so it has a little bit of shimmer to it, and it makes it really pretty. So I'm going to take this grass piece, and I'm going to just put a little tiny glue right here along the edge, and then I'm actually going to take my basket and lay it over the top and get that grass just where I want it, like that. Then I'm going to take a little bit of glue here along the front of my basket and lay this pretty little, now your colors might be different than mine. The grass will all be the same color. We're not going to have purple grass or anything like that, but your basket could be yellow or it could be this pink. And I think this is Bubble Bath. And the yellow is, come on, Kathy, what's the yellow? Lemon Lolly. That's what the yellow is. Then I'm going to take my little bow here and just put it onto a glue dot. I'm going to use my Pierce tool here. Boy, that's a strong glue dot there to get that off of there. And then just lay it right here in the corner. And then your bow will already have an embellishment on it, but I'm going to take and just add a little gem right here to the center of the bow. And like I said, when you get your bow, it'll already be on there. Okay, so now we have our box, we have our basket. Let's adhere them together. So now where those tabs show, right, where it's not real smooth, this is the smooth side, so I'm going to put it in the back because we're going to cover up the front. I'm going to cover the front of my box here, a little bit of glue, and then just lay my box onto my basket. But on the back of the basket, they have these lines here, and we're going to center it between those two outside lines. So I'm going to kind of just get it here in the center of those lines, and then, well, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get it in the center of those lines, and then I'm going to kind of pick it up and make sure that it's flush to the bottom and it's straight and adhered nice, and then your little basket looks like that. Now, I know that we could have a little basket a little bit bigger, but this basket, I made this size on purpose because then they have a little Hershey's bar. Now, I couldn't mail a Hershey's bar. I'm sorry you didn't get one with your set, but as their little gift, this way the little bunny fits in there and it doesn't fall over. When I made the basket bigger, it fell over. Now, my basket is pretty plain. Let me show you some other baskets where you could get really fancy. Mine was a quick, easy project. but you could do something like this. Now, when I say fancy, it just has those little pieces woven in there. That's pretty cute. And then let me show you the basket that Mary gave me. Now, this one is fancy. She added all those little critters. She made her basket twice, both sides. I couldn't do that because then I couldn't get my little candy in there. The bow up here would be in the way. But look how cute that is that Mary made. Like that. And then I'll tell you what, you could even go more simple. If you don't have the pearl paper, this was my first basket. That's just a little bit of crumb cake, some Pretty in Pink, some Shy Shamrock, and even that is really cute. So if you don't have all the fancy pearl paper and you don't have the patience to do all the weaving, you could do a bunch of little boxes like this. And like I said, those Hershey bunnies fit in there real cute, and it even stands up. Alrighty, so thank you for being part of my card class. Whether I mail you the cards or whether you're here in person, just know that I appreciate you a bunch. Alrighty, go make your basket now. Bye-bye.